First of all, how does 8-0 sound for this group, the way it's been going?
Yeah, it feels pretty good. I think we'll definitely take the wins for sure. I think looking back on the stretch, there's areas of our game we still want to improve, and there's areas of our game we really like. I think it's important. We found ways to win in different ways. Tied at the end of a road trip, 2-2 going into the third, and we find a way to score early in the third, but they get it right back, and then we find a way to capitalize on the power play, and special teams kind of seem to be the difference in the game tonight. So it's nice to bank these points early, and hopefully we can continue this roll.
It was a weird one though, wasn't it? When you think about the way some of those goals were scored, I mean, your group with special teams, you mentioned it, but some of those goals looked a little weird.
Yeah, you know what? Some not hometown bounces for them, off the end wall, off the back, and in, and yeah, I think that's the game of hockey. That's kind of what makes it so great, is the unpredictability and things like that. But you put pucks on net, and good things will happen. So we're not going to apologize for that fortunate bounce, but I don't think we can expect that one too often. And like I said, the special teams was huge. We had a lot of key blocks, and Comms made some huge saves for us when we needed them.
What did you think of the penalty kill tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I think there's some areas where they get chances. They find some seams. You lose some sticks. A couple guys with huge blocks, but then they're kind of hobbled. Now it's 3.5 guys and things like that. But I think the clears, the compete level, like I said, getting in shot lanes, the sacrifice, and when we needed him, Comms made some big saves, and he was able to absorb a lot of the pucks and the opportunities that they put on nets. So I thought we had some good sticks. We broke up some plays, and to come out with a shorthanded goal and a power play goal, special teams played a critical role in the win tonight.
Speaking of shorthanded, I mean, what do you think of the way that Kyle battled, caught him, and they still found a way to find the puck when you got over to him?
Well, I'll be honest, my vision's not that good, so I didn't see that until after, and but goal scorers, they find ways to get open. The tenacity of KC, he's so fast, and to fight through that, and to be able to finish with Coleman kind of on his back, it'll definitely take an assist on that. But it was a heck of a play by him and a heck of an effort. It starts in the D zone. He's got to get on his horse. Coleman has a heck of a back check, and he finds a way to get just enough in front of him to kind of be the difference.
Great, thank you.
Awesome.
What did you see on your shot for the game winner?
Yeah, we kind of had the mindset going into it that we were going to try to deliver a couple pucks to net, and I knew we've been working on that play a bit where Nino comes around the net and I just try to find the soft area. So he found me, and I knew that before I was getting it, I knew I was going to shoot, and the guy kind of came across as a screen, I think, so kind of just tried to get on net, and I think it went through his right in here, and kind of just got lucky. So we were just joking. Casey was buttering him up for me because he was hammering one-timers at him on the 5-on-3, and then all he had to do was throw an off-speed change-up on him, and that was, I guess, what got him. So it was, a little lucky, but it was great.
Yeah, what did it mean for the power play to come through after the 5-on-3 didn't go the way that you guys wanted?
Yeah, I mean, I think that 5-on-3 got us a lot of momentum. They made, obviously their goalie made a lot of great saves, but we got a lot of good chances, and I mean, when you create those looks, sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't, but I mean, they created lots, and I think they got a lot of momentum for us, and then the next power play we were able to cash in, and I think it was huge to, they scored one early, and then we were able to score one late, so both units came in when we needed it.
How would you describe the effort by Kyle Connor and his shorty there?
There's not very many guys that can score that goal like he did. I mean, late in his shift, he finds an energy burst to beat the guy up the ice, kind of gets a little bit of a hold against him, and he still battles through, and then, I mean, he gets that pass, and it's on and off his stick, posting in. upstairs like within a millisecond. So there's not very many guys in the league that could score that goal, and it's just impressive to see what he can do on a nightly basis.
8 straight to start the season. I believe it's only the 4th Canadian team in the history of the league to do so. What's the mood like, the vibe like in here after an 8-game winning streak?
It's pretty awesome. I mean, I think you guys can hear it. The guys are excited. The guys are happy. It's to be able to come on the road and get all 3 games too. That's a great trip for us, and we're just going to try to keep this going. We're feeling good. We're playing great, and the mood's really good. So there's nothing better than winning.
Do you think Eric settled down after giving up the
I mean, yeah, like that's an unlucky one off the first shift. The guy's gonna take a slap shot from almost a goal line off his head. I mean, there's not much he can do there, but he played great after, made some massive saves, and he's a great goalie, and he puts the work in. So I think he settled in great. He played great. I mean, that didn't rattle him. It didn't seem like, and I mean, just an unfortunate bounce off the first shift. So, but he played great, and he stood in there for us and made some timely saves for us when we needed him.
Well, what stands out for you the most? Is it a special teams thing? Is it that you survived some weird and wacky goals? Where do you see this one?
Yeah, there was a little bit of everything. Obviously, getting scored on first shift off our goalie's head. A lot was happening. real proud of our penalty kill in the second period. Found a way. He made some Combs made some big stops, so we found a way to get out of that one. And then obviously in the third we got a chance on it. I like the fact that we were shooting pucks on our 5-on-3. Wolf made some big stops on their end as well. But I like the momentum that kind of carried us in after that. And then we score finally again after. But that was a entertaining game for the fans. I don't know about coaches, but it was entertaining for the fans.
How about the effort by Kyle Connor on the shorty to fight through the check?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about, we were using him this year because he is a threat when the puck happens to go the other way, and he pushes people back, and that's what you like to see, and there's great play by Lau. But you know what? It's all little details that happen on specialty teams that'll make a difference, whether it's on a power play, retrieving a puck, or making a play, or it's PK, those second efforts. That's what it's about.
Kind of blocking a 5-on-3 one time or two, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's all those things. It's JMO on our power play. They have a 2-on-1, and he slid and broke that one up. Those are all little detail things that happen over the course of a game that help you have success.
I asked you yesterday about 7-0, now 8-0. Will you be talking about it? Certainly on the ride home, but how do you use it?
We kind of, we've been trying to do a pretty good job of just putting it behind us and move on to the next opponent. We got Toronto coming into our building, so again, it'll just every game is you got to turn the last one off, turn this one on, move forward here, because it's a different opponent every night, and you got to be good every night.
As a coach, you see two go off the mask, one off a skate, one off the backboard. What's going through your mind when these things are happening?
Like I said, it's just one of those games that the fans love, but the coaches aren't real big on. But craziness was happening. They got their 5-on-3s, we got our 5-on-3. Nobody was happy about which way either of those calls went. But at the end of the day, you just kind of stay in it as a group, and we've done a pretty good job of staying in games for 60 minutes or maybe 65 minutes and getting the results.
What made it the right time to get Eric back in for the second start today?
Well, just because of the schedule. We're like we've talked about, we're doing every other day for 30 days or 28 days. There's a lot going to happen down the road, certainly with Four Nations, and so it's just we can do it. We want to make sure that we get him in there and keep him fresh. Helly, keep him up and running as well.
What kind of things do you look for? I mean, it's a fluky one in the first 28 seconds. As a coach, what do you look for in terms of how he responds?
Yeah, well, the biggest thing is how he responds. Yeah. How he just kind of put it behind him, and he made some big stops. He really did, and that's what it's about. You can't worry about what just happened. You got to worry about what's coming next. And both our goalies do a great job of keeping that part of the mental game. They do a great job that way. Right, thanks.